I think what makes this team special is the fact that there are several different individual players where if they're having a game, they can pull you through into the end, or if several people are popping off, then it's even easier, And I think that in this current meta of Counter-Strike, where for a while we've been shifting away of there's a superstar and then all these supporting players, and then you have an in-game leader who is typically maybe very tactically smart but not very capable in the fragging department, where nowadays we're moving towards, you see lineups like FaZe, where they just have all these different superstars and all these capable players. And I think that we kind of encompass that same ideal where Caleb could go off or Ace could go off. Anyone could be having a game, but also they understand the value of the whole teamwork aspect of the game. That so even if you're not playing well, you are still a valuable member of the team. You're needed, your role is needed, it's important, and you just need to power on even if you're not performing.
We're setting up our SSDs. Some of us are warming up. Just getting ready to play pretty much in a couple hours. The winner gets a Pro League spot, and the loser has to play relegation against the other bottom pro teams. So it's pretty important.
Confident?
Definitely.
So Big beat Wendigo 2-1 to make it back to Pro League. So we're waiting for them to pack up so we can set up to play Swole Patrol for the pro spot.
How you feeling about that?
Anxious to play, not anxious to... Ready to win, anxious to play. I got that nervous energy,
So at this point, Swole Patrol just one round away from closing out the first map in extreme fashion. They do lose that opening battle. Ace with that op, that glass cannon op, able to start things strong. He does feel like he's been one of the biggest pieces for the eUnited side, but the armorless kind of nature puts him in an disadvantageous position.
I mean, he did have an opportunity to find that third frag there in the situation. He did miss the shot. Cooper and Ryan now clearing out most of that lower bomb site, and Zels is picking up the final frag. That will be map 1 going to Swole Patrol. Mark, great effort from them. I don't know what else to say. That was a blowout.
A lot of the time in BO3s, especially if you get kind of destroyed on the first map, it's better to go back and look at that later to do a review or figure out what went wrong. If it was such a one-sided scoreline, you just need to move on. You just reset, you focus on the second map. You don't need to waste time talking about the first map. It's not going to help with anything. So I think the biggest part when we went outside after the first map was realizing, that was their pick. We're still in the series. We just kind of need to focus up and play our own game on these next 2 maps.
But it looks like we're ready to jump in here on Inferno. It's going to be eUnited, who's currently down 1-0. The pistol round starting off. It'll be Swole Patrol starting on the T side. We'll see if they can get off to that booming start. Even though they're able to flush out Moose, they got to be prepared for this double look now. That's great kills coming in from Dazzle. That's that early damage dealt. Ace is there with the op as well. Dazzle gets tagged through the box, and it will be a 2-on-3 on the site. Is Dazzle still buying time? And the clock has expired at this point. Impossible for them to win the round. It's going to be a wrap play. Both players caught off guard, and that's the call. Bombs heading B. Both players on B are prepared. They should read this one easily. Smoke goes down. Ace has a great angle. It's a free kill onto Zelsis.
Dazzle, he's going to creep right out balcony, find himself a kill onto Ryan.
That's a CC. That's a kill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my the falling headshot. 12-10. eUnited. A stellar comeback, to say the least. I mean, this is a 10-round run. From a 10-2 to a 12-10. At this point, the confidence has returned, and that scary eUnited that we talked about coming into this land is finally showing us. It's now a 1v1.
Nice flash.
Cooper and Moose. 44 HP. Cooper misses. Moose goes to the bomb. Another missed shot. You're not going to get many opportunities.
Well, he Moose, the op.
He's got the op, but he's got time for the plant. Cooper's got to go in. It's going to be a post plant. Jiggle peeks out. And there it is. 16-10. A confident play from Moose.
Good shit, go.
You know what it is? offering, I'm doing normal shit like molly early, and then just go back to 8th, super passive, on overpass.
Yeah, you guys are playing nice fight, and we
Exactly.
stack for
That's all it's gonna do because they know we played so aggro on 8th. They're gonna waste 5 hours clearing 8th.
1 round away from finally making Pro League after trying for a year. Non-stop leagues, everything they've tried, just not working out.
Oh my God.
Down to Silent, 1v2, Moose and Ace on the defense. Silent, oh, he's sticking it.
Ace is gonna get this.
He's sticking it.
No way.
I feel like I have the flu, but just like Michael Jordan in his prime, we closed it out 2-1 anyways. Pro League, baby, and ECS. Hey! Let's go, baby! Let's go!
After qualifying for EPL, there was like a huge weight lifted off our shoulders. We were super stressed, especially because the last time we failed. And if we didn't succeed this time, then we'd have to wait like another 6 or 7 months to have another chance of qualifying. So getting it this time is huge, and now we just get to prove ourselves against the best teams and play stress-free.
It is interesting that we're ending up on Cash. I don't necessarily view this as a great map for eUnited. Looking at the results in general, it's never really been one that they're strong at. It's not that they're bad at it. And then in comparison, we have Yeah, who's not really great at it either, because ultimately the caliber of opponents they're defeating aren't nearly as good. Can't really do much right now as the fire burning in front of him prevents him from really being able to access. Gets gushed, and then either an accidental jump or a panic jump as Ace finishes off the damage. It's now down to Dukin yet again. They've put this man in the clutch position, and eUnited gets around. And a little bit of noise now coming out from the North American side as well. Relics and Dapper against Dukin and Zan. The flashbang or the nade coming in. Down goes Relics. Nice toss. Dapper's going to try to get aggro, run right into their faces. I understand the play based on the HP. Dapper's going to close out the map, 16-10. eUnited take it with a big play from Dapper coming in right towards the end.
We just beat Yeah Gaming, 16-10, to move on to the winners match for our group here at MDL. We're feeling pretty good. We have another match in like 3 hours, 2 hours maybe.
We're playing the winners match, I guess you call it, against Torx to see who moves on to the quarterfinals. I'm not sure how the bracket works, but we're playing Torx.
All time right now, and this is just off the HLTV feeds, eUnited's actually 5-2 against Torque, well, actually known as GX. Torque actually took the latest matchup on Inferno, but the last time they met on Nuke, it was actually GX with Dapper, and eUnited, known as Rise at the time, won 16-6.
Swag rounds the bomb's touch. Swag picks up the kill, and it's only up to Ace. Can he stop the bomb diffuser? He's got the first, he's got the second. Ace is alive, and the third. Ace in a 1v3 clutch, 3 kills on the round. The bomb doesn't even detonate. He remains with his up.
15 seconds left as well here.
Run, boys.
Torque need to get something going. Kusa going down as well. Swag now in the 1v. He's going to be taken down. And eUnited with the last round on the board, Dallas, win it 16-14.
That's what I'm saying.
I think right now we could play one of 3 teams. We'll have to see. But since we went 2-0 for the day, we have a break tomorrow, and then we'll play on Sunday. And we get the second slot, which means we play later, so we get to sleep in. I'm not actually even sure like where we are in the bracket, so I don't know like if we were to win tomorrow, like where that puts us or what. I also don't even know if it's a BO1 or BO3, but all I know is we went 2-0. Some good CS from the boys. We started T-side nuke, which is one of the most unfavorable sides in all of Counter-Strike, so I'm glad we were able to get some rounds together and, and close it out 16-14. We're headed to Escape Asylum. It's an escape room here in Leicester. It's got pretty good reviews. It's also more of like a horror-themed escape room than some of the other ones I've been to. So I'm ready for my teammates to shriek in fear.
For us, like at least the core of our roster, like me, Moose, and Ace. When we go to LANs, it's been like a really big struggle for us. Like when we were in New York for the last MDL, we did really bad in our group. We failed to get out of finals. We failed in relegation. So getting a taste of like winning and getting out of groups in first and having even a day off to go see the city and go eat and hang out and get drunk and stuff, we're not used to that. So doing that this time was really huge for us, and I think it's a big step forward to know that like we can do this at LAN, we can win, and we can succeed really well. So yeah, I think it's big for us.
Mike, did you get scared?
No, I was a rock. I was the rock of the team. Everybody's holding on to me. I'm holding on to Brandon. I was holding on to Brandon.
Cam was holding on to me, dog. Like when we went pitch black one time, I literally took Brandon, I shifted him. I was like,
I had two people grabbing to me. I was like,
backing me up into the table. I was like, bro.
How you feeling?
you've asked this question like 7 times, man.
It's my go-to question.
I'm feeling good, okay?
Good.
Everything's good right now.
How many kills you dropping?
At least 1. That's a safe bet. I can't go wrong. If I have 0 kills in 3 maps, well.
Going into Sunday, we're definitely going to just keep playing really loose. Even if we were to fail and lose to some of these European teams, it's not a huge deal for us. We came here and did what we needed to do already. We got our EPL spot, and we got out of groups. We're the only North American team that got out of groups, so I think it's really good for us either way. We're going to do our best versus these teams. We know we match up well versus them, so we can definitely take the dub, but we're really not stressing too hard about it.
It is a very interesting map pool. We get to see Dust 2 played not as a third map, not as a random decider, intentionally selected by Spirit. Right. In this instance, it's a great spot because they're going to be moving up Catwalk, and Davkos can just take a shot, fall back, take a shot, fall back, continue to play the angle exactly like this. Now he's been dinked and finished off by the Deagle of Dazzle. So yet again, it's a D-named player on eUnited with the Deagle. Last time it was Dapper, this time it's Dazzle. Dapper is in spawn with the USP, does a little bit of damage, but not much. Relic's dropping off Catwalk, and all of a sudden it's a 3-on-2. The advantage is lost for eUnited.
Yeah, just really Dazzle that has any say because Ace is only a Glock. He's found himself another 1D, but the flank comes in from SDY. If Dazzle can find one more with that Deagle, that could be it, and there it is. A 4K for Dazzle now, 1v1.
Can he do it? Dazzle looking for the armorless Deagle. Ace, and there it is!
Wow.
Dazzle with the serious play. And even he's got some moves for us. Unbelievable.
And it's just Dazzle now in a 1v5.
You know, even if eUnited bows out here, a 16-10 loss to Spirit on a map you have relatively no experience on is actually a pretty good sign for eUnited.
They have that off. They have all the utility. This is going to be a scrim play. The counter utility is coming out. Coldy takes down one. SDY's fought on himself, but Ace returns one back.
Ace is going to die, and it's all up to Dapper. It's a shame, but it looks like eUnited's run here at the MDL Global Challenge has been cut just a little bit short as Spirit takes them out 16-12.
Our team is already vibing like really well together. Like all of us are really good friends. It feels like we're family already. We've only been a team for like 3 months, but with eUnited too, it just feels like everyone's family.
My goals moving forward with this team, our next step is to try and qualify for the major. Making it to the minor is a must for us. We're gonna start trying to make it to the 100K and 250K tournaments and actually push ourselves through the closed qualifier all the way. Falling short to Luminosity in the most recent one in the finals was definitely rough, but being able to actually make that leap and being able to push ourselves so we can start attending these events will be our next major step.
I think that we can kind of reapproach our game and add some different things in to make it more dynamic, and then, you know, moving forward, we have the ESL Cologne 1 qualifier at the end of May, and it would be great. You know, we're going to try to qualify for as many events as we can. Just the more experience we get, and you know, is better for the team. So I think probably like a little break and then back on the grind.